Have you ever struggled with morning fatigue? Because today we'll be breaking down all the ways that you can overcome morning tiredness and fatigue with an incredible expert that I'm really excited to introduce you guys to. So in today's episode, I'll be interviewing Tamen Garcia, who is the author of the best-selling book Healthy No Matter What and founder of Nut, which is a sleep supplement designed to help combat morning fatigue by improving your sleep quality and giving you more efficient and restful sleep. Tamen, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
I'm really excited to dive in to what you've decided to dedicate your career and passion for wellness into. So to start this conversation, what made you so passionate about solving this problem of morning fatigue?
Yeah, for sure. So the biggest reason and the fuel for my passion is like the knock-on effect that poor sleep and morning fatigue can have on the rest of our lives. A study on American adults found that 65% said they rarely wake up feeling rested and energized. That's 65%. And
Wow.
74% of them said that their daytime tiredness negatively affects their productivity. So essentially, waking up feeling tired sets off a negative domino effect that impacts our mood, our relationships, ability to concentrate, perform, and make good decisions. And this is really why we consider sleep to be one of the biggest contributors to what we call the toxic stress load, or the TSL. And in our book, we introduce this concept. It's the accumulation of negative physical, emotional, and psychological impacts from overcoming challenges. You can think of it as the baggage and the scars that we gather through life. And the TSL is the equivalent of accelerated aging, and it's what ultimately reduces your longevity. So when you wake up feeling tired in the morning, it's hard to protect your mental and physical well-being, and it makes it hard for you to face challenges in life and make good decisions. Like, you're less likely to exercise or choose healthy food options. It's harder for you to bond with people close to you and engage in leisure activities. And in this way, poor sleep weakens your immunity, makes you more prone to accidents, increases your blood pressure, elevates your risk of diabetes. So when you don't get good quality sleep, it signals to your brain that like the signals that signal, well, sorry. What I'm trying to say is that when you don't get good quality sleep, the signals in your brain that tell you you're full are off balance, and you're more likely to overindulge and gain weight, right? So all of these things, and the fact that 1 in 3 Americans have poor sleep and experience morning fatigue, we really wanted to tackle this as a priority to enable as many people as possible to protect their health and boost their longevity. So long story short, there are a lot of reasons why I'm super passionate about this.
And what came first? Was it the book that you've now, because you recently just finished writing this book, right? You're on the book tour now.
Yeah,
And then
exactly. So
and that did that come secondary to you starting the supplement company and the brand?
yeah, so they kind of came together in the sense that as we've have a long background in health, and my ventures have mainly been in the healthcare space. And as we were exploring this, we started to dive a little bit deeper into the impacts that poor sleep can have. And so simultaneously, as we were diving into practical and actionable ways that people can boost their health, we started to think, well, okay, we have this book and we're offering this book, but what else can we do to empower our readers, empower our audiences to be able to take control of their own health? And sleep was one of the biggest contributors, and mental health as well.
And why do you think so many people are struggling with fatigue in the mornings? I think insomnia also has become a whole endemic in itself. So what would you say
Absolutely.
is causing fatigue now in like most of the, considering the statistics that you just shared with us?
Absolutely. Yeah. So one of the biggest reasons is mainly due to poor sleep habits, such as having like an irregular sleep schedule, sleeping too little, or consuming too much caffeine and alcohol. And this really affects your quality of sleep and makes you feel really tired in the morning. So when the key is to kind of get a better rhythm of sleep, like when you start to, if you're drinking too much caffeine because you didn't sleep well, and then you're taking alcohol to help you get to sleep, or you're starting to take other supplements that make you feel groggy in the morning, then you just start to become unbalanced, right? But another thing that that kind of messes with your fatigue that we don't really pay attention to, and that we're hesitant to pay attention to is actually the snooze function.
Oh, wow.
So when we snooze constantly toward the end, because often we set the alarm and we know we want to sleep a little bit more, so we set the snooze earlier than when we actually need to wake up, and we kind of overindulge with our snooze. This, what it does is it wakes you up when you're in deep sleep. And then in that space between the next one, you're already going back into a sleep cycle. So then when the alarm goes off again, you're in deeper sleep, which makes it harder for you to wake up. And then that's why you're feeling so tired in the morning. So one of the best things to do is to actually set it closer to when you need to wake up, to not snooze forever, and try to limit it to like maximum one.
One snooze press, you mean?
One snooze,
That's
exactly. One
interesting.
snooze.
I've definitely
Yeah.
been a victim to that. And what I've ended up doing is I now give myself half an hour where like I try and wake up so I don't need to get up straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, sometimes it does mean I fall asleep again, but I try and wake up and give myself that half an hour to like feel into my body and let my
Mm-hmm.
body naturally wake up instead of like rushing into my morning routine.
Right.
Because
Right.
that's definitely been something that's like made me recognize when I'm like causing myself to feel more tired, if I'm waking up a little bit too like on the dot, if I need time to get ready and time to
Mm-hmm.
like, wake up my nervous system. So it's really interesting that you mentioned that point. What would you
Mm-hmm.
say would be the correlation when it comes to morning fatigue and our brain in the morning?
So they're super intertwined. Sleep and the brain are incredibly intertwined. And poor sleep really impacts your ability, a lot of your cognitive abilities, like remembering information, learning, concentration, focus. It really impairs your judgment and makes you more irritable and less empathetic. It also makes it really hard to solve problems and find creative solutions, which is important in our daily lives. And it also reduces our motivation. And poor sleep, it's been really interesting that studies, like a study from Berkeley, looked at the effect of one night's sleep lost on anxiety and emotional regulation. And they actually found that it's causally linked with anxiety. After a night of total sleep deprivation, participants reported a 30% rise in anxiety levels, and those who were sleep deprived had more activity in their amygdala, the brain center for fear and anxiety.
Yeah.
So during the night, we're going through several rounds of sleep cycles that nurture your brain activity for when you're awake, right? Your REM and your deep sleep phases have been linked with memory, learning, creative thinking, and insightful thinking. So yeah, getting good quality sleep and spending enough time in these phases throughout the night can help your brain develop and recuperate so you can perform at your optimal levels during the day.
Beautiful. And when it comes to supplementation,
Mhm.
because I've always been quite big on this to help, especially when I'm feeling like overactive. It actually happened last night
Mhm.
where I came back from a trip, but for some reason I was really overstimulated. And there's only like
Mhm.
1 time difference from the UK and Spain. But I started recognizing how like my body just didn't want to rest and my mind didn't want to rest. So I usually take
Mhm.
magnesium and melatonin and then
Mhm.
some other like homeopathic combinations. But when
Mhm.
it comes to supplements, considering that you've started this company, how do you think like supplements can help us sleep better if we're spoiled with so much choice? Because I always find like there's a combination of things I'm used to, but
Mhm.
generally, what is it about supplementation that helps us from a nervous system level?
For sure. Yeah. So supplements can help at various stages around your sleep as you are doing, like for falling asleep, right?
Yeah.
Then there are some that can help improve the quality of your sleep. And then there are those that can help you wake up feeling more energized in the morning, right? So there are a lot of offers that can help with some of these phases individually and in pairs. But the best thing to do is to find the right combination or the best single option for you to use. And I mean, I talked about the biggest reason for my passion that affects many people at the heart of how we kind of started this. But as an entrepreneur who loves to travel, who loves to do sports and spend time with family and friends, I often found that doing it all can sometimes come at the costs of a good night's sleep. So we tried everything too: melatonin, right? But and L-theanines, but sometimes those actually make you feel groggy in the morning and makes it
Yeah.
harder for you to wake up, right? But and then we've tried energy drinks and coffee that definitely messes with my sleep cycle. If I take coffee in the morning, I won't sleep for like a full 24 hours. And then it starts messing with your sleep architecture. But that's when we found glycine, which is the main ingredient in nuts, which has all of these benefits across all the stages around sleep. It helps you fall asleep deeper and faster, but then it also gives you more quality time in your deep sleep and REM. And that's what's really beautiful about this, is that that's what really makes your sleep high quality and what makes it more restful, so that when you wake up, you feel refreshed and ready to take on the days, right? Even if you didn't have enough hours of sleep. So supplements, when you find the right one and they can help you with the right stages, like they actually work. So my opinion is, why should we be struggling if we have options? And the ultimate aim, whatever you do around your supplements and your nightly routines, is for it to be as stress-free and as relaxing as possible, and for you to focus on like good quality sleep, not just sleep, because sometimes your supplements will put you to sleep, but it might not be the best quality restful sleep. And
100%.
then the aim is to like feel energized in the morning.
Bless you. And what would you say, like, are the biggest misconceptions when it comes to building a healthy sleep routine?
Yeah. So one of the biggest ones I would say is the amount of time we sleep, right? Because not all sleep is equal. It's really about the quality. And the quality is really about uninterrupted, continuous sleep cycles with enough time, as I was saying, in the restorative sleep stages, like deep sleep and REM. That's when you're getting all the benefits, right? And the other big misconception is that you have to spend a lot of time in bed before and after, right? So the main idea, what we have to really do is we have to train our bodies to see the bed as a place of rest and not for other activities, right? So if you're struggling to sleep for more than 20 minutes, you should get out of bed and you should actually do something else, right? And come back when you're ready to sleep. The key is
Okay,
to avoid, yeah, go for it.
so my half hour tactic might actually be better if I actually directly move and start waking up my system
Yes.
instead of just letting my body do its thing, because then it can stay in resting mode.
I would say so, that really the key is to avoid associating the bed with being awake, you
Okay.
know, and activities, right? The key is to just sleep in bed. So really, if you want to do that like slow morning routine, I would like set the alarm and then get up and do something mellow. You know, maybe move to the sofa and read, or, you know, take it slow with your morning like skincare routine, or like cook breakfast slowly, have a tea, you know, use that half an hour to still be in your relaxed phase. But really, the bed, we need to train our minds to see the bed and to feel the bed as a place of sleep and nothing else. And then that will help you fall asleep, but it will also help you kind of get up and go better.
Beautiful. I love that advice.
Mm.
Definitely start becoming more
Mhm.
aware of that, of like creating that association. And what if
Mhm.
if somebody who always wakes up feeling tired?
Yeah. So, other than exploring the right sleep aids and supplements for you, I would suggest trying to identify the cause, right? Because you are probably tired because of because of poor quality, right? And some of that poor quality can come from your sleep hygiene, right? Your sleep hygiene is all about having the perfect space for sleep. It should be dark, cool, quiet, clean, and safe, right? If it's not any of these things, then you might want to tweak them to kind of get it at the right spot. Then, I mean, you could be feeling tired because you have an underlying condition, for example, sleep apnea. And in this case, it's important for you to seek support from a medical professional. But then another reason why we can feel tired in the morning is because we're stressed, because we have a high toxic stress load, right? So if you feel like you can't sleep because your mind won't stop going, we have a tool that you can use to assess your levels and reflect on the biggest contributors so that you can actually begin to lower it. So after you try to understand if there's an underlying cause, you might want to consider your chronotype and do the best to adjust your day and your expectations. So your chronotype is the way that you flow through high and low energies through the day, right? So we often think of early birds and night owls, and these are chronotypes, but there are actually 6 different chronotypes. Early birds tend to have high energy in the morning and then mellow out in the afternoon. Night owls tend to have low energy in the morning and then high energy at night. Then there are those who start high, dip midday, and then have high energies again in the evening. And then there are those who are the opposite, with a peak of high energy during the day. And then the last 2 are those who have a constant low energy and those who have a constant high energy. So once you know what your chronotype is, you can arrange your day accordingly where possible, and have compassion with yourself by adjusting your expectations of how you'll be feeling and how much you can actually accomplish at certain times in the day, right? Because maybe you're feeling tired because you're just that chronotype, and you can just kind of adjust your day around that if possible. And then the third thing is to avoid caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, and heavy meals before going to bed, at least 4 hours before bedtime. I would say these are the top things for those who always wake up feeling tired.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for
Of
sharing
course.
tips and insight as well. It was all very interesting to definitely see how I can apply it to my own like sleep hygiene, and
Mm-hmm.
nice how you can build that awareness when it comes to improving our routines and also what we pay attention to, because there is a lot of different tools available for us now, and a lot of data trackers and things like the Aura Ring. And I feel like sometimes it can also
Mm-hmm.
become an obsessive way of reading into what we're paying attention to as well. So I think everything that you shared was very, very insightful and very easy to apply. So thank you so much,
It's
Tam.
a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yeah. I hope they're helpful.
100%. And to thank you for your time with us today, I would love to invite you to do a cognitive assessment that's provided by one of our sponsors, where I'll be inviting you to do a live gameplay. So I'll quickly make you a
Let's,
host now.
okay.
Then you can share your screen with us so we can watch you play. And,
Uh-oh.
and then you can do your own brain health today in the morning.
Hey, let's see. Let me share screen. Okay. Can you see my screen? Is this the right screen?
Yeah, wonderful.
Okay. Uh-oh. I'm very competitive, so I'm kind of nervous.
So good. 2 minutes against the computer.
Okay, so is this what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, should I watch the instructions
It's
or
pretty intuitive. You just have to follow the circles on the screen. I'll guide you through it.
okay, perfect. So I'll start.
Yeah.
Okay. Guide me to success.
Okay,
Okay.
so you have to try and memorize as many circles as you can. And if you can put it on full
Okay.
screen so we can see the bottom right there. You got this, you got this.
Oh, something happened.
Oh, let's try
Okay.
again.
We can do it again. Take 2. Hopefully it's the same one. Oh no, they're mixing it up. Okay, I think I got this. The sound effects are very soothing. They're very rewarding. I feel like I've done a good job. Okay. Okay, we're leveling it up. We're leveling it up.
Getting
I
speed.
don't want to get too cocky here. Okay.
Nicely done.
Okay. There
On
we
a
go. We've got
roll.
this. Uh-oh. Okay.
Nailed it. Nice.
Yes. Okay.
He's
Uh-oh. This is where it
awake
gets
this morning.
tricky.
No morning fatigue,
There
clearly.
you go. I took my nudge, feeling fresh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I'm feeling good. Oh my gosh.
Getting more difficult. Now we're
Oh my
challenging.
God. Oh no. I think this is the end. I think this is the end. Oh Okay.
Keep going. You got this.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is getting very challenging. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. Okay. Oh no.
Oh, but you got into the next level.
Perfect. Okay, so I
Well,
didn't
that'll
I
be
didn't do too
a
badly here.
purposeful
Okay.
distraction.
Oh, now they distract you in between.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oof, oof. This is wow. The computer believes in my skills here. Okay. The circles in the middle really do throw off your game. Okay.
They do. I even tried to memorize it as you're playing. I was like, oh, caught me in. Should be a couple more levels. But really did really well. Really good. Nice.
Yes. Okay. Oh no.
Consider this the final round. Almost.
Oh, I think this is game over for me.
We
I
can
think
end
this
it
is
here.
game over for
We can
me.
end it here. But great
Oh,
service, Tamen. Oh, here we are.
there we
Great
go. Your memory
visual and memory span on fleek. So she is on her game.
is
Well done, Tamen. Thank you so
great.
much for being
Check
with
me
us.
out. Thank you. Thank you. It was an absolute pleasure.
And thank you for playing with CogniFit today. Have a
This
great
was fun.
rest of day and speak to you very soon. Bye.
Sounds great. Thank you.